Hey guys, TheJordude here, and today I'm going to be doing a review on the Roswell Skateboards bamboo decks. Now I got a brand new one right here getting ready to be set up. I've got a used one that I've already skated, and I have one that's currently already set up. You could get these decks at roswellskateboards.com for $43.95. That's a really good deal for a skateboard deck because usually if you were to go to a shop, each deck would be on average about $60 to $80 for a pro deck. So for $43.95 is a really good deal for a skateboard. These boards are available in 7.75, 8 inches, and 8.25 inches currently. And they are about 31 inches long, which is about the average skateboard deck. Alright, the shape of this deck, I will use let's use this one for an example. This deck is got a medium kicks and a medium concave. I don't know if you can see the concave there. So the overall shape is a medium, and when you put it on your feet, you're pretty much like instantly comfortable with it. The shape of this deck is really, it's got really good proportions, and when you put your feet on it, it just feels right. Like once you do a few tricks and start skating it, you're going to get used to this deck really fast. The kicks, the tail is a bit shorter than the nose, and the nose is a bit steeper in angle as well. And the kicks are, I would say, like, they're on the shorter side, which is okay. It feels really nice because there are some decks that have a really short wheelbase and the nose and tail are really long, and that kind of feels a bit weird. So having a longer wheelbase and shorter nose and tail feels right to me. Alright, so this deck is made out of 7 plies. It's got 6 plies maple, and then the bottom ply being a bamboo. Now bamboo is good because it's more eco-friendly. Maple skateboard industries is cutting down a lot of maple trees, and if we keep doing that, then we're going to run out of maple trees. So bamboo is more eco-friendly. It's lighter, it's stronger, and it's overall a better alternative to maple. Because it does have one bamboo ply, the deck is overall more lighter than an average 7-ply maple deck. So that's a bonus for sure. These decks, I don't know if they all come normally in blanks, because I did get this one specifically made for me, but I don't know if you can ask, but I did get a Roswell's illegal alien graphic on there. So the alien mascots can be a graphic, I'm not too sure about that, but if not, then you would get a blank deck like this. These boards are really good, they're very long lasting. I've had this setup for about 6 months now, and it's still really good. And I've had this board setup for a long time too. The only reason why I took this off is because I want to upgrade from a 7.75 to an 8-inch wide. If I still skated 7.75, I would still be skating this deck. So these decks last a really long time. They don't snap easily, they're very sturdy. And also a really good thing I like about these decks is that they don't razor tail very quickly. So razor tailing would be where the nose and the tail would get really thin at the end, making it sharp, and if you nosedive from bailing a trick, then it would be really vulnerable to chip your board, and that always sucks because then you will lose all your pop. So these boards don't razor tail that quickly, or maybe at all for that matter, because for 6 months now this board is not as razor tailed as some of the average 7-ply maple decks that my friends have, and they've been skating it for a shorter amount of time. So that's definitely a really good thing about these decks. It makes sure that you have a long-lasting pop. The wood on this deck is also really good quality, because every time I use the deck, the pop always feels fresh and crisp, and yeah. Overall, I would rate these decks 10 out of 10. That's basically because there's nothing wrong with them. It's got a great overall shape. The nose and tail are nicely rounded. One thing I forgot to mention is that the kicks, the way they're rounded, is a bit more squared. So I know there are some decks that are really rounded or coned, but this is more kind of like wide, squarish roundings, which feels pretty comfortable and helps you. To me, it helps me do my tricks better. It feels nicer than a really rounded deck. So yeah, overall, great, amazing deck. The overall shape is perfect. The kicks and concave feels really nice under your feet. It's really comfortable. You get used to it really fast. These decks last a very long time. They don't razor tail as easily, and they're very stiff, and they're very hard to crack and snap. They're more eco-friendly, and overall it's a cheaper price than getting a normal pro deck. So definitely go support Roswell at skateboards.com. Amazing skateboards for $43.95. Again, go check them out and pick one up, and see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and peace.